Okay, for this problem, you're gonna have to state the possible rational zeros, and then you have to find all the rational zeros. So here's the function. What you need to do first is write out the factors of the constant. So the factors of the constant, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 4, plus or minus 8, and plus or minus 16, right? All the factors of the constant. Then you need to write out the factors of the leading coefficient. So plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2. Okay. Then to write out all the possible rational zeros, you take, so this is the rational theorem. So you take all of these and you divide them by this one, and then you take all of these and divide them again by this guy. So once you divide all of these by 1, you end up with the same thing. So plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 4, plus or minus 8, plus or minus 16. When you divide all of these by 2, you get this. So 1 divided by 2 is 1/2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. We already have that, so we don't need to rewrite that. 4 divided by 2 is just 2. We already have that, so we don't need to redo it. 8 divided by 2 is 4. We already have that. Don't need to do it. 16 divided by 2 is 8, so we already have that, so we don't need to do that. So then what you need to do is do synthetic and start breaking apart, try to figure out exactly which one is the 0. So we'll start out with 1. Write out the leading coefficients. Okay, bring down the 2. So. Definitely not, because there's a remainder, so that's not a 0. So let me do -1. Okay, 2. Nope, so that's not a 0. So then we do, I'm just going to do -2. Okay. So once you do that, write it out. So 2, 13, 16. Okay. Let's bring down the 2. -4, 9, -18, -8, 16, 0. There we go. We've got a 0. So that's our rational 0. And then we write this as a depressed equation. So 2x squared plus 9x minus 8. And we will use quadratic formula or try to factor. In this case, you're going to get irrational numbers. So, and it says find all the rational zeros. So that was all of these. And it turns out that the only one that works is -2. So -2 is our only rational 0.